Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing my first ever makeup tutorial video today. I recently was out for an evening and I posted some quick stories on my Instagram and everybody really loved it. It was exactly this look. So I'm going to recreate this look for you today and I hope you really like it. So let's jump in. I start off with simply moisturizing my face. You can see I like drawing lines and different kinds of shapes on my face. Use any moisturizer that works for your skin type. And if you see, instead of like swiping it across my face, I'm tapping it. That works for almost everything that you use on your face. Tapping it is always better to set it on your skin. Couple of things. Always moisturize even if you're not applying makeup. Make sure you washed your face and also make sure your hands are clean while applying moisturizer. After moisturizing, I start off with concealing. I'm using the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This is in the shade NW35. If you see, this is a full coverage concealer. My dark circles are quite deep, and if you see, I'm not using a brush. I'm just tapping it with my hands again. What I do is I take a generous amount on my finger and then I tap it to make sure that I conceal the entire portion below my eye. Looking upwards helps making sure that it doesn't settle into the creases because it tightens the skin below. I always tend to conceal more heavily towards the inner corners of my eyes. That's where my dark circles are very deep. And I also conceal like the bridge of my nose because that's a different shade compared to the rest of my nose and complexion. Once I'm done concealing, I start with the base. I'm using this BB cream from Bobbi Brown. This is in the shade medium and it works well for me because I use it for office as well. And this has SPF, which means if I wear it every day, it's pretty good for my skin. If you see, I don't pump this on my palm or on a palette or anything like that. I directly apply lines with it on my face. This is because if you're using a brush or a beauty blender to apply it, like I'm doing here instead of my hands, brushes and beauty blenders can use up more product. So instead of putting it on one surface, then using the beauty blender to pick it, it's best if you directly put it on your face and then blend with the beauty blender. Again, you will notice there's no swiping, it's just dabbing it in, which means I'm setting it in my skin so that it stays longer. If you're somebody who doesn't use foundation or a BB cream and is not used to a base, I think starting off with a BB cream really helps. It helps create a even layer of your skin for you to put blush or highlighter. All these products set better if you have a good base in place. To prove the impact of a base, I did a before and after picture for you. You can see that the after picture is a lot more brighter and there was no extra light used in that picture. Next up, I prime my lips. You can also use a simple lip balm. You don't necessarily have to use a primer. I do this because my lips are really dry. And I also do this a few steps before actually applying the lipstick so that by the time I reach the lipstick, the primer has set in. For mascara, I use this one from Tarte. This is specifically a nice one. It's something that stays for long and really opens up my eyes. I'm not using any eyeshadows or eyeliners. I usually like to just, use a dash of mascara because it makes your eyes pop out quite well. Again, I don't have a specific reason why I picked this mascara and not any other mascara. So you can pick something that you have at home and you really like. I picked this one because it was on sale. The reason I'm using a mascara and not a shadow is because it's much easier in application. So you could use it even if you're not going out. Next, I'm going to use a sparkle crayon kind of a pencil for the eyes. I am highlighting the inner corner of my eyes. Like I said, the idea is to have a look for you to go out in, but it has to be super simple. So here I just take a crayon which has sparkle in it and I highlight the inner corners. You can also pick like a eyeliner that you have, or if you have a palette which has a sparkle shade with a brush that you can highlight the inner corners. There is no shadow, there's no blending, there's no very deep eyeliners. The idea is that if you're not someone who's very used to regularly doing heavy makeup, you can still go ahead and do this for like a good night out. Just a dash of sparkle, not too much effort, and you can see how this lights up the eyes and how lovely they look here. For the lips, I'm using this lip crayon from Chambord in the shade Atomic Red. Usually, you will see 100 steps that go into applying a lipstick, but I've kept it simple, just like we all usually apply lipstick. Not no lip liner and no additional steps. This color is a slightly cooler tone shade, and I usually like those kind of reds. But you can also use Ruby Woo from MAC, which is like a classic red that goes on all Indian skin tones. And using a lip crayon usually helps because even when you're in a car or you're at the party already, doing touch ups and keeping it in your wallet is super, super easy. Last but not the least, I am using a highlighter. This one is from Bobbi Brown in the shade Afterglow. I love highlighters. I think they completely change how you look. I am using this one specifically with a highlighting brush, which I recently got. This is from Real Techniques. You can use your normal blush brush as well, but make sure you apply it only to the limited areas in your face. Highlighter is for high points on your face, so it's for your upper cheekbone, bridge of the nose, and your cupid's bow. These parts are the ones that protrude on your face. These are the high points, and it looks lovely in pictures if you've highlighted your face well. Again, when you're applying a highlighter, dab, 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 and then slide so you blend it out so that it's not like a patch of highlight, but more like something that's natural on your face. That was it. This is something really simple and quick that I wanted to do because usual tutorials have like a lot of layers and it's not easy for everyone to do that when you're going out. I hope you like it. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments section below, and until next time.